We are looking for the lost city of Zarahemla. We know where to look. Cities are the crowning achievements of civilizations. It is in cities that people enjoy the economic benefits from the division of labor. It is in cities where people join together in defense of homes and families. A lost city is proof of the failure of a civilization. 1,600 years ago, Zarahemla was the largest city in North America. In its time, Zarahemla was more extensive than London. The city was the center of government for a nation that occupied 1 million square miles. It was a place of trade and commerce. It was the center of religion and public life. Zarahemla was on the Mississippi, and that fact connected it to thousands of miles of waterways. The control of fire goes hand in hand with the development of cities. Fires are vital for heat, light, and cooking. Fire is an essential part of the work of potters, smiths, and warriors. Fire makes it possible to live through the cold winter. Fire allows for the accumulation of wealth from agriculture and trade. If people do not learn to control fire, they will not be able to build cities. The Book of Mormon informs us that in AD 320 there was an army of 30,000 Nephites in the land of Zarahemla, in conflict with a Lamanite army of similar size. The size of this army suggests that Zarahemla had, at that time, a population of about 100,000 people. Zarahemla was a large pre-industrial city. Such a city would have had more than 10,000 fire pits for its homes and places of industry. Ancient fire pits are evidence of ancient cities. We estimate that Zarahemla had a city area of more than 200 acres. There were thousands of homes, and each one of them had at least one fire pit. The location of these ancient fires is the focus of our research for the city of Zarahemla. Here are the hard facts from science. Iron-containing materials are common on the surface of the earth. Iron has strong magnetic properties that are efficiently and accurately measured. Heat changes the magnetic properties of iron in soil and rock. Once the iron particles are changed, they will remain in that altered state for thousands of years. These facts are essential as we use census technology for the discovery of Zarahemla. Magnetic forces are everywhere. The Earth has a magnetic field that protects us from the constant stream of charged particles that are coming at us from the sun. The Earth's magnetic forces are essential for life as we know it. The sensing tubes on the census equipment measure differences in magnetic forces. The measurement of these differences is less than 1/50,000th of the magnetic forces that are on the surface of the Earth. The quick and accurate measurements of these small magnetic forces are at the core of the functioning of the equipment. Census can measure the slight differences of magnetic forces in features that are from 3 to 6 feet below the surface of the ground. Census equipment is useful for subterranean archaeology because it measures so accurately the differences in these magnetic forces. Of all the artifacts that census can discover in the ground, nothing is quite so easy as the discovery of ancient fire pits. The heat of fires 1,600 years ago changed the magnetic patterns of the soil and the rock. Even if these old fire pits are buried several feet in the ground, census can find them. These accurate and quick measurements are essential for the success of our efforts. In Ohio, we learned that if we could find anything, we could discover fire pits. The images of post holes and ditches came into view because of burnt materials that came from fires. These scientific facts allow us to develop our plan for discovery. Magnetometers measure magnetic differences. These differences indicate the location of fire pits. The ancient city of Zarahemla had at least 10,000 small fire pits in its homes and industries. The task is clear and straightforward. We run the census equipment over the fields that were once part of the city of Zarahemla. With operators working 2 shifts, we can scan 100 acres in 12 hours. After we have worked for 30 days, we will have 3,000 acres of magnetic scanning. Each acre has hundreds of millions of data points plotted on digital maps. Trained experts will look at the images from the 3,000 acres. They will look for the density of fire pits. In that area where the fire pits are at their highest frequency, we will find the location for the city of Zarahemla. Once that location is known, we will look for shapes that are associated with buildings. Then we will dig into the ground to get good samples for radiocarbon dating. We expect that these samples will confirm that the fire pits were from the late period of the Book of Mormon. High densities of fire pits show the coordinates for the city, and radiocarbon dates corresponding to Book of Mormon dates confirm that historical account. Conclusion: we have found the city of Zarahemla.